All right, guys, welcome back to Root River Equipment. Hey, so we're in the shop today, and I am just going to show how to get your machine going for the first time. It's always a good idea when you first start a machine up to give it at least 5 minutes of warm-up time so it warms up before using it. In the wintertime, a little bit longer. And then once you are done working, bring it all the way down to idle and let it sit for about 5 minutes before you actually shut it off. Let that turbo cool down, let the oil kind of cool down the engine, let the coolant cool down the engine, and go from there. We're just going to go over a couple different things while we're in here. So when we're on ISO controls, which most of our stuff is set up, this is going to be all your driving, right? The top left button is going to be your horn. These two on the right hand side is going to be for running functions with electrical connections on your attachments, and then this one is going to be used for putting your aux flow into continuous in conjunction with this dial over here on your right joystick. These two buttons on your right joystick, this is also for electrical functions and solenoid valves on an attachment, and this whole joystick will all control your loader functions in ISO controls. So down makes this arm over here go down, pull back will make it go up, right will make your bucket tilt out, and left will make it tilt back. And we'll kind of show that real quick here. One important feature that you need to know, especially if you're running mowers what else? Soil conditioners, land planes, that kind of stuff, is the float control. In order to do float, is you would take this lever, push the loader all the way forward, and then on the back side right here, there's a trigger. So while holding it forward, you click it and then let go. And that's it. To take it out of flow control, you can just touch it or click that trigger or whatever. That would take it out of flow control. So again, flow control is forward, click, and you're good to go. Now to start, we have a few things up here to get started, but we'll kind of go through the controls first. This is all of your HVAC controls, so AC on, off, cold to hot, like in your car, fan speed, that kind of stuff. This is your throttle. For your throttle, there's also a foot throttle down here. If you have, you can't really see it right there, but if you have a performance package in it, you can also make that into a decelerator like on a dozer. Now, if you sit there and your foot throttle's not working, stuff like that, it's because this is probably partially up and it was shut down that way. So to reset that, just kind of click it all the way up and then click it all the way down, and then your foot throttle should go back to working normal. Up here, this is also how to turn your lights on and off. So this is front lights, no rear light. That's with all the lights. This is your lock, unlock function for doing your attaching the attachments to the actual attachment plate down there. Up here, you have kind of your display. This will go hours, also throw codes, tell your temperature, hours, that kind of stuff. A few different indicator lights up here right now. Park and brake is on. Your hydraulic system is locked out. That's because it's shut off, and we'll show you how to unlock that. There's also a seatbelt one on the far left you can't see. Let's see what else. This is like your camera mainly. We'll show you how to work that a little bit, and then you have your radio, which is also Bluetooth compatible. Now, if you need to leave the loader up in the up position, well, you'd bring it all the way up, and back here you'd have this, and this little red knob. You pull out and you turn it, and once it goes all the way up and locks in this little detent up in the top, that means it's fully out, and then you can slowly lower the loader down to rest on that, and that's your safety. In the event that you need to get out of here in a hurry, right, you can pop these locks, these orange ones. Don't do that unless you absolutely need to. Again, you can also pull that orange triangle. Your seatbelt, always wear your seatbelt. If you were to hit something real hard and you're going fast, it will throw you into this windshield, even though you have your lap bar. Right here is your windshield wiper. One click up is that on, and then there's a momentary up at the top, and that's going to your washer fluid. To refill your washer fluid is right behind the seat here. Oh, excuse me. Now, in order to start the machine, what you do is you click the green button one time. All right, it's gonna beep a bunch of times. It's gonna come over here. Sorry about that. It's gonna come over here and it's gonna say enter current code if you have a anti-theft system turned on. Now, this one is asking for 5 digits. It'll be anywhere from 3 to 5 digits. I'm not gonna show you my code. However, you have different numbers over here. So you have a 0 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then your enter button. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna punch your code in and then hit enter, and then you'll see anti-theft unlocked. So as you watch here, I'm gonna punch my code in. I'm not gonna show you, but then I'll bring you back to show you what it shows once it's unlocked. Unlocking anti-theft, anti-theft unlocked, good to go. ISO pattern selected. Once that's done, you'll press and hold the green button, and the machine is running. Okay, now you can't do anything. If you click it, it's gonna throw beeps at you. It's gonna throw beeps at you. If you watch it, you click it, it'll say enable hydraulics. Enable hydraulics, right? So you have your hydraulic and your park and brake still set. Now, in order to get those lights off, you hit your park and brake and your hydraulics. If you hit your park and brake light, it will turn them both off and you'll be able to run your hydraulics and everything. Now, set the park and brake back. Now, if let's say it started up and we're here, right? You can hit this one. It will only unlock your hydraulics, but you will not be able to drive. It'll still throw a code at you. If you come back and hit your park and brake again, now everything's unlocked. We can drive forward, drive back, up, down. So, let's see if we can zoom in here. All right, so this is your right control for loader. Pull back, it goes up. Push down, it goes down. Bring it up so you can see it. There. All right, now here, if I push it to the right, it's gonna tilt the bucket out. Push it to the left, it's gonna tilt it in. All right, now, you have your camera over here, and I said there's a couple things you can do with this. What you guys need to know is, see those lines? That kind of shows you the outer edge of your machine. If you don't want those, just hit the check mark, and they go away. Hit the check mark and turn it back on. Now, when you're operating, it's good not to be on your cell phone. However, put your cell phone right here with the screen facing out, this little knit pouch that's here. Right? You can kind of see who's calling, if it's important or not. If it's not, then just ignore it. I think that is about it. Take a little bit of time, get used to it, and you'll do just fine. Now, whenever you are going to storage position, or you're going to get out of the machine, put the loader all the way down, or this door will not clear the cylinder. Okay, so make sure it's all the way down, and then tilt it until the leading edge of the bucket is on the ground. Now, that is the safest position for it to be in, and it's good to go. Next, what you could do, if you're going to shut it off, you allow the 5 minutes to cool off. If you're going to run it real hard, you're going to come up here, and you're going to hit the stop button. The red button will turn it off. Got it. We have ours set to 60-minute anti-theft lockout. Okay? If you want to lock now, you hit the check mark, and it locks. Locking anti-theft, anti-theft locked. What that means is, in order to start it next time, you're going to have to put your code back in. Now, if you plan on getting back into it and you're not worried anybody's going to take it, or safety concerns for little children running around, leave it unlocked, and as long as you get back in it within that 60 minutes, you'll just be able to come up here and press and hold the green button to start it. Okay, might have to hit it twice. If there's any questions, reach out to Root River Equipment here in Stewartville, Minnesota, 515-401-5343. Thank you.